With Final Cut Pro 6, you have several new audio features as well as enhanced integration with Soundtrack Pro. We're going to focus on what you'll find inside Final Cut. One of the features I gravitated to first was the new Audio Normalization and Gain filter. Let's look at the audio clip we have in the timeline.
But not just any show, and it would take a lot more.
Notice how the audio level is a little low. You could drag the audio level line up to raise the level or down to lower it. Sometimes this is a hit or miss proposition. You might raise it too much or not enough and have to continue adjusting. You can also apply an audio gain filter. And here you can amplify the volume of the clip by raising it above plus 12 dB if you need to. But again, how do you know exactly how much to raise the audio level? Instead, let's do it automatically. First, select the clip, then choose Modify, Audio, Apply Normalization Gain. Next to the level field, you see a reference to dBFS. If you're not used to seeing this, these letters stand for decibels full scale. Here you enter the value of what you want the highest peak in the audio clip to be. The default, of course, is 0. You don't want to peak over that level or you'll clip your audio. When you play the clip again, you see the audio is raised to a nice healthy level without peaking.
But not just any show, and it would take a lot more than an 8x10 glossy to get the direct.
You may notice that the audio level line in the clip did not change. What's really happening here is that Final Cut Pro is adding an audio filter to this clip, a filter that automatically raises the level of the clip to its maximum without distortion. In the Filters tab, you see the filter and the level that was automatically set. You can modify the gain filter to raise or lower the volume. Any normalization to a clip is applied only to the area between the in and out points, not the full length of the media file. So if you trim the clip longer, you may need to reapply the normalization gain of the newly defined clip, which will simply change the level. It won't add another filter. Keep in mind, Final Cut searches for the peak in the clip and resets audio levels to that. So for example, if you have a loud slate at the head of a clip, followed by quiet dialogue, Final Cut will set the level to the slate. So if necessary, trim the clip to after the loud peaking sound in order to get the best normalization. This is a non-destructive process, and any change you make will not affect your original clip. You'll find some added functionality for surround sound in Final Cut 6. You can change how you monitor all new sequences by choosing your user preferences and clicking the Audio Outputs tab. Rather than monitor stereo with 2 mono or 1 stereo output, you can choose the 5.1 surround sound monitoring output. This gives you 6 total outputs for your new sequences. In the Timeline Track control area, you see the audio tracks of the current sequence are set to output to just 2 channels. To change the audio output options for this sequence, let's choose Sequence Settings and click the Audio Outputs tab and choose 5.1 Monitoring. If your hardware isn't configured to monitor 5.1, you can choose to downmix all outputs to stereo. Now let's look again at the Timeline Track control area. Here you can output each track to a different channel. You can also ask Final Cut to automatically configure your sequence output for you. To do this, select the clip in the sequence that you want to match and choose Sequence Match Audio Outputs. Also, if you need to export an OMF file for your project, Final Cut now includes audio level and pan keyframes.